everybody. This is Marcus.
And Tricia.
And we are
the Messengers
Ministry, where we have fun Christian teaching
and fun Christian learning.
And today we're coming to you with a part 3 of how to receive from God.
That's right. And today our step 3 is prepare.
Okay.
So we've been going through this series on how to receive from God. Now we first believed there would only be 3 steps, but God has shown us an extra step.
Okay, raise your hands if God has ever changed something. When you thought it was going to be, he said it's going to be one way, then he changes it, you know, whether it be like a sermon or a teaching or anything like that going on in your life.
Anything.
Anything, right?
So, yep. So here we are. So our first step, let's go back over these. Our first step was asking with expectation. If we simply ask without expecting God to answer us, we won't get the desired result.
Yeah.
This is because we need to take the second step, which is believing. When we believe with all our hearts, we are expecting to receive what we ask.
Yes.
This next step is imperative, though. We must prepare our hearts to receive from God.
That's right. All right, so do you remember our verse in Mark 11, verse 23 through 24? Let's go over it again, okay? It says, "Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, 'Go throw yourself into the sea,' and does not doubt in their heart, but believes what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and you know what? It will be yours." And you know what I added that.
You don't think the
You won't
Bible
find that in
says,
the Bible.
and you know what?
You know what, man?
So after we expectantly ask and believe, we need to start preparing our hearts to receive all we ask for.
Yeah.
If we're not able to handle what we're asking of God, He won't give it to us. Like, we can ask for a new expensive car, but if we don't even know how to drive, we're probably not going to get that request.
Or we'll get a little Hot Wheel of it.
Yeah. Or it's something that says, learn to drive a car. We must be able to handle what we expect to obtain.
That's right. So we can seek God on ways to find out how to prepare, okay? So getting rid of old dreams, you know, maybe that we're holding on to, may be a good place to start.
Yeah.
And we should let go of things that we may be struggling to keep when God tells us, hey, it's time to let these things go, okay?
Yeah.
And he may not say exactly like that, but, you know, that's just kind of I'm adding my own little stuff. And there may be past hurts that we must deal with and then release them.
Yes.
And these can stay in our hearts and take up so much space that we can't fill it with the gifts that God wants to bless us with.
That's right.
Yeah.
We need to let some things go. And I just dealt with this recently, which is still hard for me. But I had a women's ministry going into a nursing home, and I loved it. But things just kept happening over and over that just stopped me from going. And it just kept happening and happening. And I was like, Lord, I really want to do this. And it just became very apparent that I wasn't supposed to be there at that time. Now, maybe another time I'll be able to go back and everything will just fall into place smoothly. I hope so, but I need to prepare my heart to receive something else that God has planned for me.
Yeah.
You know, if He's taking that away, or if that's going away, then He's got bigger plans for me that I can be even more excited to receive.
And sometimes those things are taken away by humans. You know, it's
That's
not
right.
God making those choices.
Right.
You know, humans they're not robots, right?
Right.
So they can make their own decisions, and they can make the wrong decisions a lot of times.
That's right.
Which can cause us to have to reevaluate what's going on.
Yeah. So that's what we need, though. But we need to have these open hearts to be able to roll with these situations when they do come to pass.
Right.
We need to make room for our desires so they have a place to go. We can't fill our hearts with like negative things and expect to receive good gifts from God. We must release any selfish part of us, anything in our hearts, including unforgiveness or bitterness, pride, anger, any of these things, anything that can harm us. If we don't go through this process of releasing these things, our hearts will remain closed off, and we will be unable to receive anything from God.
That's right.
And we don't want that. We don't want that for us, but we really don't want it for you.
Right. Yeah. So let's kind of go back to our example from our first step, okay? You know, when a baby is expected, we must believe first that the woman is pregnant, right? So believing and expecting a baby, well, I tell you what, it takes preparation.
Yeah.
Anybody that's gone through this will know.
Yes.
You know, a place should be prepared for the baby to sleep, right?
That's right.
Right? And diapers, food, and clothing are among some of the things that we need to receive the baby as well.
That's right. We have to be prepared for things like
Yeah.
that. Being prepared in our hearts is the last step before actually receiving what we ask, expect, and believe.
Yeah.
So God wants us to have the desires of our hearts, but again, like we said, they must line up with His will.
Yeah.
If we're unprepared, God cannot give us the requests. He loves us, and He would never give us something that would overwhelm us or harm us in any way.
That's right.
So He's loving like that. It's not that He's being stingy or mad. We have to be prepared to receive everything that He has for us.
That's right. All right, so let's wrap up today's video, okay? So if you're in the process of expecting from God, know that you must have a prepared heart to receive it, right? I just kind of wanted, preparedness is huge. So if you have a desire, ask God to receive it. And then believe that then believe and expect His will to come to pass. No, show God that you are ready by changing things in your life so that you'll be able to receive what you have asked Him for. And God, you know, He wants to bless you. I promise you.
Yes.
And you must simply be able to be blessed. That's a big thing too. You know, some people don't even realize that. You know, He will lead and guide you into what must be done. So trust God in every area of your life, and you will be ready to receive the abundance that He has for you.
That's right.
All
And
right.
He does have abundance for us.
He does.
But, you know, we need to walk in these steps.
Right.
You know, we're going through these steps too. You know, we're not telling you this is what you have to do. We're telling you this is the wisdom that we're walking in right now. And we just want to help you guys in this too.
Absolutely. So did you get something out of today's video? We hope you did, right? If you did, don't forget to leave a comment down below and let us know what you learned.
Yeah.
And if you want to reach out to us directly and you don't want to leave a comment for everybody in the world to read, which I can understand that, right?
Yes.
You can reach us on our websites. And on each of those websites we're about to give you, there is a contact us button on those. If you'll just fill that little form out, it'll come to our email and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can.
That's right.
Right. So our first website is www.themessengersradio.com.
That's right. And the second one is www.themessengersministry.com.
Right.
Those are our main sites. We have everything up there. And like he said, just contact us on those.
Right.
We're excited when you guys reach out to us. And like we said, we learn from you guys when you reach out to us with questions or anything. And we're just ready to help you in whatever ways we can.
That's right. So also right below here, not only our websites, but also all of our social media links, which includes Facebook, I guess it's X now, not Twitter anymore, and Instagram, Facebook, all those things. You know, all the audio and video streaming sites we're pretty much on. There may be a couple of them we hadn't got to yet, but we'll get there eventually, right? And I just want to say something real quick. I'm so excited. We're about to have a new testimony put up. We're just waiting for the file to get to us so I can do some editing and get it uploaded. And this is an amazing testimony. I just want to give you guys a little bit of a teaser of what's coming soon. So it is amazing. We were at the church today where the lady gave her testimony. And man, I tell you what, if you want to be encouraged, you got to listen to this. And I'll put a link to it on our websites and on different social media platforms when it's up. So awesome.
Awesome.
All right. We hope you guys though are having a great morning, a great afternoon, or a great evening, however you may be watching this.
That's right. And if you're just listening, hopefully you've been blessed also.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye. We love you.
We do.